I suppose if the weather's very hot, this would come in useful. Kettle, 2 mugs, they're clean. A small selection of teas and coffees and milks. You can get more from reception. This hotel is best serviced by the NCP car park next door to the building, but unfortunately the hotel doesn't have an arrangement with them for cheaper parking. Grand day rising, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today Dan and I are in room 506 at the Travelodge in Norwich. It's right by a fragment of the old city wall, which is 14th century. So let's have a look around this place. We have a standard double, which costs £65.99. We had a choice of rooms. We chose a 5th floor room and took the receptionist's advice and had one to the rear of the building because it's a little bit quieter, although we can hear the traffic outside. But it's a nice pleasant evening, and even though there's a little traffic noise, at least we can have a nicely ventilated room. So let's take a look around. This is the view from the window. The curtains draw nicely. Nice smooth on the track. That's one of the main lights. There's a smoke sensor. And this is the bed. It's a nice king size. Let's have a look at the sheets. Nice and clean. The mattress isn't too bad. This is a nice mattress protector. There isn't a pillow protector, but the pillows are clean. I have checked thoroughly. You can get things topped up if you need to, but we're only staying one night. Temperature controls. Makes sense. There's Dan. Nice big table with a fan. Although the window opens well, I suppose if the weather's very hot, this would come in useful. Kettle, 2 mugs, they're clean. A small selection of teas and coffees and milks. You can get more from reception. This hotel is best serviced by the NCP car park next door to the building, but unfortunately the hotel doesn't have an arrangement with them for cheaper parking. The kettle's nice and clean, there's no water in there. Nice job. You've got a USB charger here. That's for the kettle. That's the light switch. Big mirror with a light over. And there we've got more plugs and sockets. A TV that we probably won't watch. Everything seems to be football, and neither of us are into football. Even the bar has the games on tonight. All of the matches. They do have a cafe bar where you can get food and drink. Food till 10 p.m. You can also have food delivered to your room. We've got a click and collect option if you wish, but we're so near the city centre here that we're just going to go out for drinks and maybe a kebab. This is the back of the door. Hello! With the instructions on what to do in the event of a fire and the fire escape route. That's our room there. This wardrobe space is nice and generous. There's spare pillows. There's a towel there. That's probably mine. All that room for luggage. And here. And surprisingly, plenty of hangers. And that's my hat. And then there's the little bedside cabinet each side. That's handy with a light. and another USB charger. So we're not short of points for charging of electrics and tech devices. We have 2 chairs, the one Dan's sitting on and this one, so we'll be able to enjoy our chips and stuff later in the comfort of our room. Dan has Diet Coke, a large bottle of, and I have a large bottle of full fat maximum flavour Fanta. A heater there should we need it, with the temperature controls. They gave us 2 key cards in case I needed one. The key cards don't work very well here. Another resident told us they'd been a bit iffy. One wasn't working very well, so we used the other. This is the bathroom. Nice big mirror, nice and clean. I must say the room is very clean, it's spotless. But in a moment I will give everything the dust test. The loo's nice and clean, we've looked at it already. The loo paper hasn't been folded in that nice triangular fashion, but that's okay. There's plenty of paper, that's the main thing. Nice big ledge for putting your bath time goodies. Basin. Nice and powerful water flow there. Hair and body wash in a dispenser. These don't necessarily work very well. It depends from place to place. Shaver point. Foam antibacterial hand wash here that you use for your body as well. I think they might be back to front actually. Then you've got your caution notice and a handrail, nice bath with a bath mat. There's also a shower there. It's an old-fashioned rainfall shower, but I'm sure it does the job. We'll find out later. Dan washed his toiletry bag there. And again, you've got the taps. Got a temperature control. And then just the flow. Another alarm sensor. And a towel rail. The mirror is clean. That's clean. That's clean. Clean. A little bit of dust up here. Not so clean. Not sure when they last dusted up there, but definitely not clean. 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 Not clean. So again, they haven't gone over the top with anything. No feather duster or anything. Could do better. That's clean. A few specks, but not too bad. So that's our room at the Travelodge in Norwich. It's not too bad. There's some areas that aren't as clean as others. Mainly on the top of hard to reach surfaces like the wardrobe and this picture over here. And the mirrors, things that are fairly high up. But really, a little more attention to detail should be paid to things like that, because we have stayed at other places, as you well know, which have been in the budget range, which have been spotless. The room itself though is clean, the carpet's clean, all the things that really matter are clean. It's just that they need to pay a little more attention to detail to those hard to reach places, preferably with a feather duster. It's basic, but it's got all we need, and we're not too far from the bars and the pubs and the restaurants and the takeaways. You don't need a car to get out and about. Everything's on the doorstep, so the car can stay safely parked up and you can go and enjoy yourselves. There's room under the bed as well to put things. And that's really good if you're staying a few days. We've used the space under these Travelodge beds on numerous occasions when we've been staying somewhere for a few days, notably Blackpool. Given the room, the bed looks comfortable, although the proof will be in the morning. I don't think it's too bad at all, but we'll do a bit of summing up tomorrow when we've had a sleep and see how we get on. So we'll see you later. This is the man who paid for the wall. He's one or two Chinese and Thai places. So I think this is the Chinatown end of Norwich in the St Stephen's area. This is the public service area. Eat as much as you like for £10.99. Set yourself up for the day. They've got those old-fashioned window bricks. I like those, they're rather funky. Very 1960s, 70s. Well, good morning. We had quite a good sleep. It was a very comfortable bed. There's quite a few different shops and takeaways and restaurants in this area. I've got a few reservations about this place, but all in all, I don't think it's too bad at all. The shower isn't the most powerful, but it's okay, and I had a bath. Dan found the bath a little bit on the small side, but then he's a big chap. One concerning thing, of course, is the soap dispensers with them being back to front. And they both smell quite chemically. I always carry my own anyway, so I just chose not to use what was provided. St Stephen's isn't the best area, although I do like the multicultural vibe. We went to a haunted pub last night and we went there via the underpass because it's right across the other side from us on what is a very busy road. It's a big main road, fast moving traffic and quite a dangerous junction. So we used the underpass on the way there. It was very scruffy, litter everywhere, and there was graffiti. There was a couple of homeless tents as well. Not really the safest walkway. We really enjoyed the pub though, and we decided to return to the hotel side of the road by crossing the road. This took a little while, but we managed to do so safely. It's just a little bit of a wait. But there's a couple of Chinese supermarkets near the hotel. The bus station's also behind the hotel. And there's a Thai restaurant as well close to the hotel. And then if you go around the corner, there's lots of different restaurants and takeaways. There's a very good Indian fast food takeaway, and they do Indian breakfast as well, which is what we had today. As for the hotel itself, the room is clean, apart from the high areas which need dusting, and the staff are very pleasant and efficient and informative. The reception area is nice and clean, the lifts are clean, the bed's comfortable. There could have been a bit more choice with the teas and coffees. It's not the best selection I've seen in a Travelodge, but you can ask for more if you need it. All the bed linen and the towels were clean. It's a nice size room, and once the window was closed, it was really quiet. We didn't really hear anything at all. Marks out of 10. I think I would give this place a 7.4 out of 10. We would definitely come here again. We like the vibe. We think the hotel is quite good value for money. The parking, I think, is going to cost us maybe in the region of £14, which is maybe a little steep, but car parking in many places these days is steep. So that's 7.4 out of 10. What do you think though? Let me have your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Please share, subscribe if you wish to do so. Ring the notification bell. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for another one. Until then, bye for now.